Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Follow us on all. We're on Instagram at Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook Prince Miller Entertainment, and also our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV, and also on our Twitter handle at P Miller ENT. Welcome to another edition of our daily news on breaking news. So, guys, on following the story actually from Gweru and the Gweru water shootings and Gweru. I think I did. Talked about it here a few days ago. So there are now new details emerged, So as the country continues to digest the news of a polygamous Gweru businessman who went berserk and allegedly shot 4 people and killed 2 instantly, it has emerged that he initially allegedly held hostage his son and his cousin for 2 hours while waiting for their mothers, whom he later shot. In addition, he also pointed the firearm at the 2 children but was reframed by one of the women, whom he later shot and is battling for his life at Gweru Provincial Hospital. On Friday morning, Gweru woke up to the news of a friend's gun attack in which prominent car dealer Dube, 35 years age, shot and killed his second wife's alleged lover, Shoton Chinango, also a car dealer based in Kwekwe, and her friend Gamuchirai Mudungwe, who was 30 years of age. He also shot and injured his wife Nyasha Naringo, 31, and her sister Nyaradzo, 34. Nyaradzo's 16-year-old daughter, who witnessed the horrific incident, said she and her cousin, a toddler, who is Dube's son with Nyasha, survived death by a whisker after he attempted to fire the gun at them, only to be refrained by Mudungwe. She narrated the ordeal to Sunday News yesterday. One of the shooting victims, Nyaradzo Ringo, is my mother and Nyasha is her sister. On the day of the shooting, my mother, my aunt and their friends went to Masvingo to collect my mother's passport. She wanted to fly to South Africa on Friday, where she was supposed to assume duty on a new job she had got. Home and locked the door. He then told me that we were going to Senga, and he also fired the maid and he gave her a salary. I then informed my mother around 8 p.m. and they said they were in Vuma on their way back. She said, when my mother and my aunt arrived in the company of their friends, they asked me to tell Dube to open the door, but he refused. He told to pack all belongings and leave. My mother started shouting at him and he demanded that he opens the door for me to get out. My mother then told him that they were going to call the police. His first wife also arrived. She says Dube had lied to her, saying that he was going to Kadoma to attend to a breakdown and took $50 which he used to pay the maid. When my mother went to the police station, he then chucked me out of the house. This was around 10 p.m. She said when the police arrived and found the children outside, they assumed that they is under control and left. However, Dube continued to refuse to open the door for the women to get their clothes. Dube refused to open the door. His first wife then called his brother Advance Dube, informing about the issue. Advance managed to convince his brother to open the door. My aunt then started packing and went into the car, which was waiting for us downstairs. My mother then went back to collect her bag as well. She said the 16-year-old said Dube suddenly went berserk and shot the alleged boyfriend Shinangwe, Mudungwe, Nyasha and Nyaradzo. Dube then came down the stairs running and went into his car and took a pistol. He then came to the Toyota house that were in and confronted the driver. Shorton accused him of snatching his wife. He cocked his gun and shot the driver on the head. I then opened the door and ran away. He then pointed the gun at me, but my mother's friend Kamuchirai Mudungwe restrained him. He then turned on her and shot her on the chest. He went upstairs and shot my mother and my aunt. After that, I saw the maid coming downstairs screaming for help. She said, 2 sisters who are battling for life at Gweru Provincial Hospital are said to have undergone a life-saving surgery yesterday. Dube is still on the run, but sources said that he contacted this friend and police later on Friday and promised to hand himself over. Acting Midlands Police spokesperson Assistant Inspector Ethel Mukwende said police were still looking for him, and so the man is still on the run. So that's the latest regarding to the Gweru water shootings. So new details emerged, and so I'm going to pano guys all the news regarding to that whole incident. We send condolences messages to the family and friends, to those who have lost their loved ones, and wish speedy recovery those who are kuchipatara who are battling for their lives. And so let's hope the police will catch this guy, and he needs to answer more questions. There are so many questions that people need to know. At the same time, so let's hope the police will actually caught this guy and arrest him. So I'll keep you guys up to date with the latest regarding to this Gweru shooting story, and here news on breaking news. Please turn on the notification bell not to miss any of our new uploads. We upload each and every day. Thank you very much for listening and watching daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Bless up.